Now on 4 News Now, a high school is locked down as police swarm a nearby apartment building. We'll show you how police knew where to search and what they're saying about a shooting.
The forecast keeps getting warmer and the weekend outlook keeps getting nicer. I'll let you know how warm it's going to get and when we might see some showers in the first alert forecast.
And new information about the deadly shooting that left a man dead at a gas station and an 18-year-old sitting in jail. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. We begin with breaking news. The U.S. government says it's trying to determine if Washington schools are violating federal law by allowing transgender athletes to play on girls' sports teams. Good evening. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Derek Dice. The government's Title IX investigations team announced it's launching an investigation into the Washington office of the Superintendent of Public Instruction. U.S. Secretary of Education Linda McMahon calls the investigation a first of its kind, saying Washington State appears to use its position of authority to coerce its districts into hiding gender identity information from students' parents and to adopt policies to covertly smuggle gender ideology into the classroom, confusing students and letting boys into girls' sports, bathrooms, and locker rooms. Washington Superintendent of Public Instruction Chris Rakedall calls the investigation an alarming attempt to infringe on the rights of our transgender and gender-expansive students. He says Washington's law prohibiting discrimination based on gender identity has been in place since 2006. Well, a series of gunshots near Gonzaga Prep forced the school into a brief lockdown today and ended with a teenager in custody.
Early this afternoon, Spokane police responded to reports of several gunshots less than a mile from G Prep. It happened in an alleyway near the Catholic Charities Gonzaga Haven Apartments at Nevada and Foothills Drive. Police say neighbors watched a teenager run back inside moments after gunfire rang out. And once on the scene, police questioned the teenager and took him into custody. It's unclear where those shots were aimed at, but police say no one was hurt. New developments now in the deadly shooting at a North Central Spokane gas station that killed a man and seriously hurt another last Friday.
We now know what led up to the 18-year-old pulling the trigger. Court documents indicate it was gang-related.
Jordan Smith is live outside the Maverick where this all unfolds. Jordan, what can you tell us about these new developments?
Yeah, according to court documents, 2 different gangs arrived here at this Maverick at the same time Friday morning. A brief confrontation and then a spray of gunfire. Things escalated in a matter of minutes. According to court documents, 18-year-old Quentin Hutchison, alongside 3 others, pulled into the Maverick around 3 a.m. to refuel their gray Volkswagen. Parked 4 gas pumps away, a black SUV with 4 men inside. Court documents say when Hutchison and another man got out of the car, they were accosted by the men who began following them to the entrance, asking where they were from. Hutchison responded saying he was IPO, or Indian Pride Organization, a documented blood-set criminal street gang. According to court documents, the men from the SUV began to circle the group and brandished guns on their waistbands. Hutchison then pulled out a modified handgun and opened fire.
Anyone able to clear for a shooting at the Maverick, 28 East Montgomery? We have 2 people injured.
The gunfire struck and killed 24-year-old Timothy Allen Jr. and critically injured Sisep McJoe. Both parties fled the gas station immediately after. According to surveillance footage, police believe Hutchison's handgun was equipped with a switch, which modifies the handgun into a fully automatic, 1 round striking this nearby funeral home across the street. Police learning the full scope of the story when one of Hutchison's friends went to the station to tell them what happened. On Monday, Hutchison turned himself in. And Hutchison made his first appearance in court yesterday. His bond at $1 million, facing charges of second-degree murder and first-degree assault. Reporting live in North Spokane tonight, Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.
All right, Jordan, thank you. A 19-year-old was in court today accused of damaging the parking lot at Pavilion Park in Liberty Lake by doing burnouts in his car.
Denzel Tinkoy is charged with malicious mischief. Derek Strom went to see Pavilion Park and the estimated $1,600 in damages.
That somebody would do this and damage something that we all enjoy is sad. Dozens of people came to Pavilion Park to enjoy the sunny weather, but some noticed tire marks all throughout the parking lot from just a few days ago. Law enforcement says Denzel Tinkoy was doing burnouts in the parking lot with his BMW, causing $1,600 in damages.
We do, as a community, try hard to keep it clean and safe. There's a lot of families in Liberty Lake, a lot of young kids, and I would say that I wouldn't like this to continue to happen.
One woman I spoke with says she hardly ever sees vandalism like this here in Liberty Lake, but she's disappointed that something like this could happen at a park that she grew up going to.
I think Liberty Lake is a very safe community. There really hasn't been a lot of vandalism, but when you see stuff like this happen, it's very unfortunate.
Tinkoy was released from jail this afternoon. In Liberty Lake, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
All right, this is a live look over Spokane right now. It's shaping up to be a great evening for a walk or maybe some last-minute Bloomsday training. Ooh. Chris Crocker is here tracking your First Alert forecast.
And Chris, we're done with the rain for now, so the heat is next.
Yes, we are warming up through the end of the work week before we take the foot off the accelerator for the weekend. It is going to be a beautiful evening if you're heading out. Don't overdo it. We've done lots of stories over the years about don't go out for a 10-mile run if you've never run before. 64 degrees at 7 o'clock with mostly sunny skies. Winds light. We'll be in the 50s by 9. But boy, just spectacular weather. Our high temperatures today were just a little above average at 65 in Spokane, got up to 66 in Coeur d'Alene, and in the 60s in St. Mary's and Pullman, 70s for Lewiston, Ritzville, Moses Lake, and Omak. Temperatures are going to jump for tomorrow. This is a look at high temperatures for tomorrow. Lots of spots getting into the 80s and just about everybody in the 70s, including Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, Meade, 9 Mile, and Spokane Valley, 71 in Spirit Lake, the cool spot on the map right around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. Meanwhile, your Thursday planner, a lot of sunshine to go along with that warm weather, and light winds will start the day off in the 40s. I'm going to take a close look at overnight lows as we toy with the idea of getting some plants in the ground. That's coming up in your 7-day forecast. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. The World Health Organization is sounding the alarm over measles outbreaks in several states.
There are 3 confirmed deaths from the measles. The outbreak spans parts of Texas, New Mexico, Oklahoma, and possibly even Kansas. Most of the nearly 800 cases are in Texas. Considering the population of those states, the roughly 100 people who've had to go to the hospital is just a tiny percentage. However, none of the 3 people who died were vaccinated. Here in Spokane, vaccination rates are reported to be lower than some of the states going through those outbreaks.
Our Alexandra Conyards joins us live tonight in studio. And Alexandra, what could that mean for our community?
Kirsten and Derek, health officials tell me they are worried Spokane County could see a measles outbreak because our vaccination rates are lagging. I want you to take a look at these numbers right behind me. Now, as you can see, these are from the Washington Department of Health. And last year, 86% of Spokane County's kindergartners were reported to be vaccinated. That is 6% lower than King County, where all of Washington's measles cases have been so far. The Spokane Regional Health District reports they have seen these rates go down even more this year. Spokane Regional Health District data from this month shows only 69% of children between the ages of 4 and 6 in our area are vaccinated against measles.
Right now, we're seeing a lot more cases than we have in a long time as a country.
In the last 5 years, Spokane County has seen a surge of unvaccinated kids going to school. Health professionals are calling it vaccine fatigue following the pandemic. However, measles is highly contagious and can cause lifelong symptoms or even death.
Everybody really wants to do what's best for their kids, and how we define best is really where the difference comes in. But a vaccine is a very simple way to prevent measles and keep your kid from long-term harm.
While measles was eliminated from the U.S. in 2000, lower vaccination rates have led to a resurgence. Kayla Myers from the Spokane Regional Health District says a 95% vaccination rate is recommended for safety, a number much higher than our current level in Spokane County. What that could mean for our future?
We will probably see more cases than, say, like King County, who has a little bit higher of a vaccination rate.
And measles spreads fast. The CDC says if one person has it, up to 9 out of the 10 people nearby will become infected if they are not protected. For Myers, what she is seeing now is unprecedented.
Our rates have always been a little lower than the West Side historically, but I haven't really seen them this low.
Now, Myers did say that she has seen a slight increase in vaccination rates in the last 4 months. If you have a child who you think might have measles, it is important to immediately call your primary care doctor and not go straight to the ER, as that could lead to more people getting infected. Live in studio tonight, Alexandra Cohen-Yards for News Now.
Good information there. Thank you, Alexandra. Most of us are ready to get outside following that long, cold winter.
But that's not the case for Lotus Chesbro. Lotus is a foosball world champion and a Hall of Famer. We'll show you why you may recognize her from her day job and why she's staying inside and practicing almost day and night.
And we'll show you why one watchdog group is warning parents with kids under 18 not to use companion AI apps.
Bloomsday is another incentive to get better.
And up next, Bloomies across the region are getting ready for the big day. We talk with one Spokane man who's set on finishing despite a long history of heart surgeries. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
4 News Now is brought to you by WSECU.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $750 off your tub or shower remodel.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing NeuroStim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At NeuroStim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
We have all your SUV options here at Post Falls Volkswagen. Choose the SUV with easy-to-use technology that best meets your needs and budget. There are so many choices, so take as many test drives as you want, and our knowledgeable staff will assist you with all the information you need.
Get the Tiguan with 0% APR or a $2,500 customer bonus. At Post Falls Volkswagen, it's easy to drive home your dream SUV.
Find SUV options at Post Falls Volkswagen. The home is 0000.
Should we take a look at? What do you think?
So here, from design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,500 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Next ET, only one show is at home in the Hamptons with Christy Brinkley.
There's some juicy stories.
The Uptown Girl gets real about modeling, motherhood, and yes, men.
Oh, nobody wants to hear about him.
Next.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
What's a good sign? That tomorrow will be great on GMA?
Good morning, America.
Yes! Julia Louis-Dreyfus is here.
That's a good sign.
It is a good sign. And Friday, Kerry Washington and Josh Groban all live on
Good Morning, America.
The countdown to Bloomsday is on. We are only 4 days away now from Spokane's annual 12K race.
Every year, thousands of people flood the streets of downtown to cross the finish line, and each runner has a story. Allison Martinez talked with one runner who isn't letting heart surgeries keep him from crossing the finish line.
It's my passion. Bloomsday's my passion.
Craig Gerlach has only missed one Bloomsday, and it wasn't his call. In 1977, his high school track coach took it off the table. The next year, Craig got the go-ahead, and he's been crossing the finish line ever since.
Everything just involves mindset, and I guess I'm strong-willed on some things, and Bloomsday is one of them.
But it hasn't been without challenges. When he was just 37 years old, Craig had his first heart surgery. The doctor asked him what his goals for recovery were. He said to get back to work and to finish Bloomsday.
Bloomsday is another incentive to get better. That's for a reason to come to rehab. And then the days I don't do rehab, walk.
Since then, Craig's had 2 more heart surgeries, but he's also added multiple Bloomsday shirts to his collection. He's been regaining his strength and his spark at St. Luke's Rehabilitation Institute.
Bloomsday is around the corner, and he's just made vast improvements. His vitals look good. He's excited. He's confident.
That confidence comes from knowing he's doing his family proud. Craig's mom continued to cross the finish line until she was 85.
She never said no. She fought breast cancer. She did 6 weeks of radiation. The 3rd week, she walked Bloomsday. That Monday morning, she went back to 3 more weeks of radiation.
Craig's most recent heart surgery was just in February, but like his mom, he's not letting anything stop him.
It's been hard at times, but once I get to little goals like going to the top of the Cemetery Hill, once I get to the top of that, I'm pretty happy.
In Spokane, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Okay, Craig's pretty impressive, first of all. But his mom, too, she was doing it till she was 85?
Now I feel bad. I should do it.
There's still time to sign up, Chris.
There you go.
There's still time.
I think Craig must like crowds more than that.
Yeah.
Well, that is an inspiring story,
For
and
sure.
all the better that we have some good weather for Bloomsday coming. But what we really need is some rain. April showers did not materialize this month. It was the 37th driest April on record. We just had a little over a ½ inch of precipitation at the airport. I know the farmers are going to be looking for rain. I'll let you know if there's any in the 7-day forecast after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Indulge in wonderful dining at Mistaqua Casino Hotel.
I'm Drew Henry, tea maker and founder of Revival Tea Company, and we're right here at Yolks Fresh Market. We started in 2018 in Spokane. We are super proud of getting our peppermint from Washington State, our honey from bees in Spokane. We've collaborated with Dry Fly and turned into canned cocktails. We definitely would not be where we're at today without the support from some amazing local partners like Yolks. Oh yeah, the more and more we can work together, that's been a really fun thing as we continue to grow.
Check out Revival Tea at Yolks Fresh Market.
Stay ahead of your child's moderate to severe eczema with Dupixent as they welcome the feeling of touch with clear skin and less itch. The #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists helps heal their skin from within. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain, vision changes, or blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma or other medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your child's doctor about Dupixent.
Are you moving? Make it easy with Dan the Moving Man. Reliable, efficient, and stress-free. Dan is your locally owned, trusted household and piano moving partner. Visit danthemovingmanwa.com for your free quotes today.
A show that pays tribute to one of the best Mexican-American performers of our time, Selena. Carla Perez, live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, May 8th. You'll love Yachtly Crew, a 7-piece SoCal band who has started a nationwide yacht rock craze. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, July 3rd. George Thorogood and the Destroyers bring their roof-shaking rock party to the Coeur d'Alene Casino live Thursday, July 31st. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning. Champions of Magic is back with an explosive all-new show featuring thrilling and mind-bending illusions sure to entertain the entire family. The world's only team of illusionists present an interactive, high-energy production unlike anything you've seen before. Get your tickets to North America's biggest touring illusion show, Champions of Magic.
In Spokane, May 17th. Tickets on sale now at BroadwaySpokane.com.
65 degrees right now in Spokane. Beautiful evening. 64 in Coeur d'Alene. We've got a ways to go until sunset. Still plenty of time to enjoy. 4 things to know about your weather. It is going to be sunny on Thursday again, but even warmer by almost 10 degrees. And then we climb up into the 80s in many locations on Friday. The first time we've been in the 80s in 2025. Spotty showers on Saturday. It is not going to be a rainy weekend by any stretch of the imagination, and it is going to be cooler for Bloomsday, but not cool. Temperatures will still remain above average, and I don't think anyone's going to be complaining about the temperature in terms of it being too cool. I'll show you in just a moment. First, I want to talk about overnight lows because this is also prime garden time. A lot of folks plant either on Bloomsday weekend, or we often caution you to wait until Mother's Day weekend. But this looks like one of those years where if you get those tender plants in the ground a little bit early, you might be okay. I think you will be okay. This white line is our average overnight low. And as you can see, we are going to be average or a little bit above through the entire 7-day forecast in the 40s and even 50 degrees this weekend. Meanwhile, our temperatures in terms of the 8 to 14-day forecast still leaning toward above average temperatures. We're not in the heart of the heat off to the east, but doesn't look like we're going to be worrying about a frost. Add to that above average precipitation. Now we're just in this light green, but boy, we could use some moisture not only on our lawns and our flowers and gardens, but we've got a lot of wheat to grow and other things that could use a drink. Tracking our weather patterns, starting off right now, we have high pressure that is going to build in for a warm, sunny Thursday, a really warm, sunny Friday, and then early Saturday morning, a cold front approaches. It's going to pick up our winds a little bit, and it is going to bring some showers to this side of the Cascades, but boy, I don't think it's going to amount to much, if anything, and it is going to cool things down, but as I mentioned, we're still going to be staying above average. So we go from 81 and sunny on Friday to 60, almost 70 degrees on Saturday. In fact, if you're doing Bloomsday packet pickup, I think the only thing that might bug you on Saturday is the breeze, so hold on to your race number. 67 on Sunday. Bloomsday will start off at 44 and then back to the sunshine full force. Indications are we might start to see some showers back in the forecast as we get closer to Mother's Day weekend. Of course, we'll keep you updated here on that and, of course, on KXLY.com. Derek.
All right, sounds good, Chris. A new scam alert in Spokane County using the public jail roster to target worried family members.
Yeah, the caller claiming to be Sergeant Young with the Spokane County Sheriff's Office. His offer, an early release from jail for your loved one. The twist here is this local mom actually was waiting for a call about her family member who was arrested the night before. We're protecting her identity for privacy concerns, but she wants to share what happened because she doesn't think this was his first or last call.
Because he did not sound flustered.
Even at the end of it?
No. I think his, it was just like, meh, next.
The signs, she says, made her hang up. And the one thing you should say the next time someone calls asking you for payment over the phone. Tomorrow in my special report on 4 News Now at 6. We are just 7 days away from needing a real ID to fly anywhere in the country.
But if you still need one, you could be in for a long wait.
We do have an online enhanced documents checklist. It'll walk you through the documents that you can use for each requirement.
Coming up, we'll show you what to expect when you go to the DMV to buy a real ID. We'll also tell you how to be prepared for all the questions.
And up next, the easy way to trick your body into helping you stay focused and motivated. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical guarantees to keep your home safe and cool. Your comfort is Andy's priority. Stay cool this summer with a new air conditioning system from Carrier and turn to the experts. Andy's offers a wide range of top quality air conditioning systems that are both reliable and environmentally friendly. Andy's team of experts are highly trained and experienced, so you can stay comfortable with Andy's hassle-free installation service. Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical, your trusted Carrier experts since 1972.
Touch can mean so many things, even for people with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can make two feel like one, or simply be a helping hand. Dupixent can help you stay ahead of eczema as you welcome the feeling of touch. Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after the first dose. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain, vision changes, or blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma or other medicines without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, helps you feel the heal. See the difference for yourself. Reach out to your eczema specialist today.
The Book of Mormon is the best musical of this century. You won't believe how funny it is. You won't believe how much heart it has. And when it's over, you won't believe how much you'll want to see it again. The Book of Mormon, June 3rd through 7th. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
BECU would like to celebrate your mom this Mother's Day. Share a picture of your mom and tell us the impact she's made on your life. She'll be entered for a chance to win a $100 gift card courtesy of BECU. Enter at KXLY.com/momsday.
When I was told I needed radiation treatment for a brain tumor, I couldn't stop thinking about what could happen to my memories. Those moments I cherish from growing up, of finding myself, of the people I love, of what I've created. Could they all just fade away? But when I learned how precise treatment was with Gamma Knife, I was reassured that those moments would be preserved. Because it's not only about protecting the memories I've made, but the ones I have yet to create.
4 News Now is brought to you by Summit Cancer Centers.
Dopamenu. It sounds like something you might hear a teenager say.
But it could be the key to boosting your focus and motivation.
A personalized list of activities that can bring you relaxation, relief, and reward.
Dr. Sanjay Gupta says dopamine is a neurotransmitter and a key part of our brain's reward system. It's critical for decision-making, planning, and paying attention. He says doing things that can trigger your body to release dopamine can give you a boost in focus and energy. Your dopamenu can be anything, like a short walk, a one-song dance party, or taking a break to see a friend.
Organize your menu the way a restaurant does. Appetizers are small breaks. Main dishes take a bit longer, and desserts are more indulgent. Just remember, have fun with it.
Dr. Gupta says to write down a list of activities you can turn to before it's needed and make sure the activities are reasonable and things you enjoy.
What if it's retail therapy? And it's just going to cost me a lot of money.
But if it gives you a dopamine hit, might be decent for your health, if not for your bank account. Well, the American Heart Association says one of the best ways to keep your heart healthy is to eat a good diet.
And you don't need a fad diet. A Mediterranean diet is the easy and tasty way to go. It includes fruits, veggies, grains, olive oil, dairy, eggs, and sometimes poultry. Eating those foods can help lower cholesterol, clear up arteries, and open blood vessels. The diet stays away from red meat, sodium, and processed sugar. According to the American Heart Association, the Mediterranean diet is not only good for your heart, it boosts your brain health by maintaining your memory and processing abilities as you age. Well, you never know when you might find yourself in a life or death situation.
A Spokane firefighter found that out while on vacation.
And I could see a body in the surf.
Fire Captain Kevin Smith's instincts caused him to leave vacation behind and jump into action. Up next, how he rescued a young boy and the advice he has for everyone. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Lindor, Swanson.
The new DQ Summer Blizzard menu has such a stacked lineup, it calls for a
trade proposal.
My s'mores for your mixing bowl mashup.
You got a deal.
Trade up to the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu. With new mixing bowl mashup plus fan favorite s'mores, nothing says summer like baseball and our new Summer Blizzard menu.
Did you have a hard bargain kit?
Right now with DQ.
DQ. Happy tastes good.
WSECU Cashback Checking. You give and give and give. Let's give you something back. Just use your debit card to earn. WSECU Cashback Checking. Let's credit union.
Is it time to update your living spaces? Don't overspend at the big box store. Come see us at Consign Furniture. We have the largest selection of like-new consignment furniture in Liberty Lake. No long wait times on couches to dining sets, rugs, and more. And our team will deliver today. Inventory moves fast. Check us out online or stop by today.
Consign Furniture. It's the easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Celebrating 30 breathtaking years, one extraordinary show. The dance and music spectacular that took the world by storm and captured the hearts of millions. Riverdance. And now, experience the passion and energy of this mesmerizing show live on stage. Riverdance, the new generation. Coming to First Interstate Centre for the Arts, May 28th and 29th. Get tickets now at BroadwaySpokane.com.
I'm Kirsten O'Connor with 4 News Now. Let's face it, phone scams are everywhere, but I've uncovered a vicious new one that targets families in their most vulnerable moments.
You want your kid back? You need to give us some money.
These scammers know exactly who to target and when.
It sounded legit.
I'll show you the twist that's catching families off guard and how you can expose these scammers and others before it's too late.
We're giving real scam vibes now.
Thursday at 6, only on 4 News Now.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Well, first responders are real-life superheroes, and sometimes their instincts follow them well beyond the call of duty.
While on spring break vacation in Mexico, Spokane Fire Captain Kevin Smith jumped into action when a young boy's life was on the line. Marissa Rio shares his heroic deed and how it's a lesson for us all.
Sirens and saving lives are normal for Spokane Fire Captain Kevin Smith. But earlier this month, he took a vacation to Mexico with his family, trading in sirens for the sound of waves crashing onto shore. Though he quickly realized heroes are never really off the clock.
And I could see a body in the surf that was being washed through the waves and up, and then dragged back into the water.
It was during breakfast when his family noticed something was wrong.
I could see there an arm or leg or something in the surf as the wave crashed. I was able to grab the child and bring him up onto the sandy beach.
The boy, maybe 6 or 7, wasn't breathing. So he quickly began rescue breaths.
Then the child's eyes opened and began crying. At that time, his dad grabbed him in his arms and held him, and I communicated with him, and he was very thankful.
Even on vacation, Captain Smith answered the call and saved a young boy's life.
Now that the weather is warming up, we can all learn a lesson from Captain Smith. If you're out by the river and are put into this kind of situation where you rescue someone out of the water, you can do what Captain Smith did and lift a person's shoulders up to create an airway, or you can start CPR.
Hands on the chest at roughly a rate of 100 times a minute.
Captain Smith warns, though, to not become part of the problem and always call 911. While on vacation, Captain Smith didn't plan on being a hero, but he was. Because for some people, being a hero isn't just what they do, it's who they are. In Spokane, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Yeah, it's in his blood. Really
Pretty
cool.
awesome.
Yeah. Well, today's weather, just a little hint of what we have on the way.
Neon, popped collars, and acid wash. The 80s are almost here. Chris Cracker has your first alert forecast.
I popped more than my fair share of collars, but I skipped the acid wash altogether. 81 degrees. That's where we're headed on Friday. Our temperature trend over the next 7 days will be above average through the entire 7-day forecast. The white line is our average high, but Friday is when things really get warm. Tomorrow, a high temperature of 74. Let's take it hour by hour on your Thursday forecast. 46 degrees at 7 o'clock after a morning low of 41. By 10 o'clock, we're already going to be pushing 60 degrees. Bright blue skies, light wind. It's going to be a calm day. We'll be in the 70s by 2 o'clock. Kids getting out of school, and it is going to be a fun day to be playing around the neighborhood with a high temperature of 74. That is more than 10 degrees above average. And as I showed you, it gets even warmer before things cool down for Bloomsday weekend. I will have your weekend outlook. It does include the possibility of some showers, plus it is Wildlife Wednesday. I'll have some fantastic. The theme of today's Wildlife Wednesday is adorable. All the photos are adorable. That's coming up soon.
We can't wait. Thanks, Chris. And with summer creeping up, some are figuring out their plans now, including summer school.
However, not all have that option this year. The East Valley School District scrapped its summer program, something not many of its neighboring districts have opted to do. Hunter Bertram shows us why.
East Valley School District says summer school hasn't been the fix-all solution for students struggling for some time now.
It is not meeting the needs. It is not meeting the rigor expectations that we have for our students. And we have other ways in which our students can get credit recovery.
This year, East Valley Director of Secondary Teaching and Learning, Matt Orndroff, says they tried something new.
Knights Academy has kind of been a class of just the students who are kind of left behind.
Left behind students took Knights Academy this school year, a class during the school day focused on credit recovery. Orndroff says it's proven to be better than summer school. 11th grade parent Jordan Cruz says her student found it not that
effective in making sure that kids are staying on track, where we traditionally got that kind of support in a summer school setting. So that's just been my personal experience. I can't speak to those of other families.
Up until yesterday, Cruz knew summer school was still an option. But this letter went out to East Valley parents last night saying summer school is canceled.
We're removing a program that has kind of it's lasted a number of years, and we feel that we can do better.
And another reason for East Valley canceling summer school, they tell me it's not always easiest for students to get to the programs, whether it be summer obligations or vacations. They find it's better to invest these resources during the school year.
And we just wanted to shift to a model that was, in a time where all of our kids have access to it.
Most other large school districts in our area are sticking with traditional summer school models. In Spokane Valley, Hunter Bertram for News Now.
Well, AI apps promise to make you smarter and help you with just about anything.
Tonight, the watchdog group Common Sense Media is warning parents, saying kids under 18 shouldn't use artificial intelligence companion apps. The group say conversations with companion chatbots can include sexual and self-harm messages, posing an unacceptable risk to children and teens. It follows a lawsuit filed last year over the suicide of a 14-year-old boy whose last conversation was with a chatbot. The suit against Character.ai drew attention to the possible risk this new category of conversational apps may pose to young people. Well, the Real ID deadline is next week, and licensing offices across Washington are seeing increased demand for licenses that can get you through airport security after May 7th.
Albert James shows us how the Department of Licensing is handling this influx of customers and what you can do to navigate a busy time to get a license.
Now serving 375 at counter 3.
Last month in March, we had a record of how many people tried to get a first-time enhanced driver's license.
Thomas Charlson with the Department of Licensing
Licensing says with that record demand across Washington, many of their offices are seeing licensing appointments booked out weeks in advance.
We allow appointments in the Puget Sound area to be booked about 45 or 60 days out, and they're pretty much all booked until June.
One woman at this King County DOL office drove over 30 miles for an appointment to get her enhanced license.
About a month ago, I went to get an appointment, and I couldn't find anything remote close to me in Pierce County, so I decided I'd try King County, and I found one in Tukwila.
You heard that right. She had to wait a month just to get an appointment in another county. And while the experience varies across the state, people walking in without an appointment are experiencing up to an hour-long wait in the Puget Sound area.
I'm so glad I got an appointment because it literally took 5 minutes, and the room is full in here, and I don't think they had an appointment.
Charleston says the department is doing the best they can to get people through offices, but it's been complicated by limited staffing because of budget cuts in 2023. He says things are going to be busy for the foreseeable future, but you can always use a passport, tribal ID, or other acceptable document to get through TSA. You can also avoid going to an office as the DOL offers some services online like renewals and changes of address. But if you want to get an enhanced ID now, you can always search for an appointment or walk in. Just be ready to wait and be ready with the right documents.
We do have an online enhanced documents checklist. It'll walk you through the documents that you can use for each requirement.
In Tukwila, I'm Albert James reporting.
All right, take a look at this. First, Katy Perry. Now, Chinese astronauts are returning to Earth. The 3 Chinese astronauts returned today. And unlike Perry, these guys spent 6 months on China's space station. You can see their suits are a little different from what Perry's crew wore. Upon landing, one of the astronauts said, "We gazed countless times at the blue planet. This is our home for all mankind, and we need to protect it together." All right, Spokane is one of those towns where you could walk right by a world champion and not even know it.
Yeah, or even be served waffles by a world champion and not know it.
Now, that's a pretty accurate statement. Now I want some waffles. And coming up, we'll take you to a practice session of a former world champion Foozer as she prepares to make a comeback on the world stage and show you her day job as well. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Rocky Mountain Rodeo at the Spokane Arena, May 16th and 17th.
This is him. You need an eye exam. Wait weeks for an appointment? Now that's criminal.
Word on the street is at Stanton Optical, you don't have to wait for an eye exam. 2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79 all same day. Stanton Optical, easy as our thing.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning.
With local utility rebates and massive tax credits available, it's now possible to upgrade to a heat pump for less than a traditional air conditioner. Heat pumps are far more efficient than air conditioners when it comes to heating and cooling your home. Get year-round comfort with higher efficiency, all while lowering your monthly utility bills. So don't be fooled into buying outdated air conditioning technology. Upgrade to a heat pump. The smart choice for smart homeowners. Call Bill's Heating and AC today for your free estimate.
At Arada's Automax, the owner's daughter, Tatum, has been helping people with special sales for over a decade.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tatum Arada. What sale are you doing now, Daddy? Daddy, what's a tax return sale? What's a blue book sale? Can people really get cash, Daddy, and a car? Daddy, does that mean $1 will buy Arada card checks and RVs? I have $1. Hurry in, everyone. Arada great deals. And remember, we're Arada fun, too.
Don't miss the sales going on now at Arada's Automax and Mitsubishi.
There's a good feeling we get when we show up for others, whether it's a family member, a neighbor, or a local nonprofit we care about. When you donate or volunteer to support nonprofits, great things happen. That's what Give Big is all about. Give Big is Washington's annual giving campaign that benefits nonprofits of all kinds across our state. On May 6th and 7th, visit wagives.org to discover and donate to nonprofits making good things happen.
At Stanton, get a 1-month supply of Clarity One Day for only $69. Plus a free contact lens eye exam. That's a whole lot of savings. That is our best deal yet. Book your eye exam today. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Well, an NFL day prank is costing an Atlanta Falcons coach $100,000. Jeff Ulbricht's son got a hold of Shedeur Sanders' phone number, then called Sanders and pretended to be the general manager of the New Orleans Saints and told Sanders the team was going to pick him. Now, obviously, that's not what happened, and Sanders didn't get drafted until later rounds. The NFL also fined the Falcons organization. Ulbricht's son has apologized.
Well, Sports Director Jack Wallace joins us now talking about a different kind of football and a local legend, Jack.
Well, for one restaurant owner in the Valley, she has some major skills and blowing off some steam with the wonderful sport of foosball. And sports reporter Sydney Berger brought us a story about how this local's pastime got her a Hall of Fame and World Cup nod in her sport.
Lotus Chesbro always has her eye on a table at her restaurant and in her basement.
Do people ever say that you live like a double life?
Yeah, they do. And I feel like it.
Lotus is a Spokane Valley business owner by day, a foosball world champion by night.
You know, I think back and I don't even remember all the tournaments I won.
But a moment that's hard to forget.
Being put into the Hall of Fame, it's like the highest you can go.
It's a decorated career, 48 years in the making. And this June, Lotus will head to the World Cup representing Team USA. It's her second time at the World Cup, but hoping to come back with her first title in Spain. Until then, it's practice 3 times a week for 4 hours a day.
And I'll invite friends over, so we play and play and play.
Right in the comfort of her trophies, the smell of fresh popped popcorn, and an 80s throwback playlist. Sydney Berger, 4 News Now, Sports.
Thank you, Sydney. I wish I could have some of that popcorn and 80s tunes. Seattle Mariners, they're having some good popcorn today, too, ripping and tearing their way through April, now winning their 4th game in a row after a 9-3 dub over the Los Angeles Angels, fueled by a 6-run barrage in the 7th inning. Randy Rosarena scoring the sole Seattle home run, and the tandem of J.P. Crawford, Julio Rodriguez, Cal Raleigh, Leo Rivas helped the M's run away with the game in the 7th. Seattle's bullpen was an underrated part of today, too. They pitched 1 hit allowed combined through the final 3 innings. Seattle now has 7 straight series wins. How about that? Been over 3 weeks since they've lost consecutive games. Mariners hit the road again, traveling to Arlington to take on the Texas Rangers in a 3-game series starting Friday evening. The Emerald City just got a new team to cheer on, too. The Professional Women's Hockey League, or the PWHL, just announced they're adding a Seattle team starting in the 2025-26 season. The new club will play at Climate Pledge Arena, joining the NHL's Kraken. And the league's 3rd season upcoming will see more expansion in the Pacific Northwest, with Vancouver also earning an expansion team. The new season begins in the fall. There's a late summer schedule release of 30 games per 8 teams. Spokane Chiefs, speaking of hockey, slide back on the ice tonight to face the Portland Winterhawks, Game 3 of the conference finals. The series to determine the best in the West featured 2 Chief wins to start us off in Spokane, setting them up needing just 2 more wins to advance on to the finals. Puck drop for Game 3 in Oregon at 7 o'clock tonight. So about that Chiefs game, it's the first conference finals. They've won multiple games since 2011. That was a 4-2 loss to Portland. So see if they can get some revenge this time.
I think they're going to get it for sure.
All right, Chris.
What's the weather looking like?
It is going to be warm, but let's talk about Wildlife Wednesday first. We are going just a preview of the photos I have coming up, and this is from Larry Crumpleman. He made eye contact with this adorable muskrat. Looks like he is very busy at the salad bar there. I'll be back with more photos and your 7-day forecast after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
You probably have a few things lying around collecting dust, right? Why not donate them to UGM thrift stores? Your donation isn't just stuff. It's hope for those facing homelessness and addiction. Some items go straight to our shelters to meet pressing needs. Others are carefully prepped, priced, and placed in our stores, awaiting a new, loving home. And every dollar provides meals, safe shelter, and other life-changing services. Whether you donate or shop at UGM thrift stores, you're making a difference right here in the Inland Northwest.
Celebrating 30 breathtaking years, one extraordinary show. The dance and music spectacular that took the world by storm and captured the hearts of millions. Riverdance. And now, experience the passion and energy of this mesmerizing show live on stage. Riverdance, the new generation. Coming to First Interstate Centre for the Arts, May 28th and 29th. Get tickets now at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Our remodels are made to look beautiful and made to last.
So we hand-selected products that are stylish and durable to create new designs for your bathroom. See them now at rebath.com.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,500 off your complete bathroom remodel.
It's time to win big this May at the Kootenai Casino. We've got your Kootenai Falls Lodge Room ready, starting at the incredibly low rate of just $79 midweek. We'll even include 2 breakfast vouchers. And you'll love our $20,000 drawing, daily hot spins, and the $10,000 giveaway for Victoria and Memorial Day. Come play in May. Book today. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
We have all your SUV options here at Post Falls Volkswagen. Choose the SUV with easy-to-use technology that best meets your needs and budget. There are so many choices, so take as many test drives as you want, and our knowledgeable staff will assist you with all the information you need.
Get the Tiguan with 0% APR or a $2,500 customer bonus. At Post Falls Volkswagen, it's easy to drive home your dream SUV.
Find SUV options at Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
4 News Now is brought to you by Papa Murphy's.
All right, you're always told not to look at the sun, so we'll give you an up-and-close and personal look that won't burn your eyes here. This incredibly detailed picture is from the U.S. National Science Foundation's Daniel K. Inouye Solar Telescope. It's able to build a close 3-dimensional view of what's going on the sun's surface. Researchers say those dark sunspots you see, those are the size of a continent.
Wow.
Wild, right? To consider just how huge the sun is.
There's a lot going on up there.
Yeah.
93 million miles away.
That we aren't really supposed to be seeing, right?
No, don't look.
Hey, we're enjoying our sunshine right now, and so are the animals.
Yeah.
Yes, I have got some good Wildlife Wednesday photos for you, and only Mark Vogt can come up with a baby bear, a tiny baby bear. Now, most people would be running. He said he saw a mama bear, as one does, looking up into the trees, and he followed her gaze and found 2 tiny baby bear cubs. He says they only weigh about 5 pounds each, and they were swinging around in the trees there in North Idaho, playing and having fun. He says when there is danger, the mama bear will chase them up into the tree, and he says the den was not far away. They're born in January and then emerge right about now in the 3 to 7 pound range. And wow, yeah. If you see a baby bear, just leave the scene. Don't take a photo. Mark knows what he's doing. Dora Z. Davis shared this photo of some Canada geese and their goslings. She says this was just a few of the goslings. There's more. And they were following their parents around in 9 Mile Falls. Gosh, I love this time of year. All the baby animals coming out and the hummingbirds returning. Courtney Litwin shared this photo of a male calliope hummingbird coming in for a landing, and look at those little footsies. Oh my goodness. I told you it was going to be a cute Wildlife Wednesday. I was not kidding. Meanwhile, it is a beautiful evening across the inland Northwest. Not a cloudless sky in Spokane. We have a few clouds just drifting through. It's still 65 degrees. That's been our high today. 64 currently in Coeur d'Alene with clear conditions and a beautiful evening in progress. It is going to be warmer tomorrow. At this time, we can expect to be in the 70s. Our highs in the 70s in many locations with a few 80s on the map. We're going to see a lot more 80s on the map on Friday when our warming trend crescendos right around the Spokane area, 70s for everyone. Meanwhile, let's take a look at our weather pattern. High pressure building in for Thursday and Friday. We'll get that strong southwesterly flow on Friday, bringing up our temperatures, and then the front moves through Saturday. Not a lot of wet weather expected with this system. Spotty showers on Saturday. I'll be able to time them much more closely tomorrow, and of course on Friday. We'll keep your forecast updated on KXLY.com, plus the 4 News Now First Alert weather app. But right now, only a 30% chance of measurable rain. Of course, I would assume you want to know exactly when, since it is a big weekend. Bloomsday Sunday, dry with a high of 67. We're back into the 70s next week, and it looks like if we could add a few more days, showers will be back in our forecast. We are starting to need them, and that will be heading into Mother's Day weekend, Derek.
All right. Chris, thank you. It is finally that time of year when we can get out and enjoy the outdoors.
Whether it's yard work, running, even fishing, you want to make sure that you're also protecting your skin. With temperatures hitting the 80s this week, sunscreen is a must. But not all sunscreens are created equal.
We found major performance differences among sunscreens, even those that came from the same brand. And in some cases in CR's tests, the protection offered didn't match the SPF that's listed on the label.
Consumer Reports tested over 100 different sunscreens. Our Hannah Joy will show you which ones did the job and which ones did not tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
And if you're looking for something good to watch tonight, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing NeuroStim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At NeuroStim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
Are you moving? Make it easy with Dan the Moving Man. Reliable, efficient, and stress-free. Dan is your locally owned, trusted household and piano moving partner. Visit danthemovingmanwa.com for your free quotes today.
R&R RV has just lowered prices on every pre-owned motorhome, fifth wheel, and travel trailer in stock. We're talking jaw-dropping savings on the region's largest selection of pre-owned RVs. All pre-owned units at R&R RV are clean, certified, and never purchased at auction. Quit dreaming. Just do it. Same-day delivery available on many units. Shop pre-owned units now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake, North Spokane, and Lewiston. Or visit rnrrv.com.
Residential Home Solutions is excited to announce our Win 25 and 25. This spring, you have a chance to win $25,000 in new windows and entry doors installed by our truly local company. To qualify, you must meet the following: be a homeowner and live in our region. No purchase is necessary to enter, and we provide free estimates to show what you could win. Go to residentialhs.com to enter or call 509-892-6460. Win 25 and 25 with Residential Home Solutions. Home improvements, custom fit for life.
It's the greatest quiz show of all time, played by the greatest players of all time.
Tonight,
Jeopardy Masters is back. 9 elite champions, one incredible tournament.
Jeopardy Masters primetime event begins tonight, 9/8 Central on ABC.
4 News Now is brought to you by George Geek Kia, Spokane.
Welcome back. We're used to having dogs, cats, even turkeys just out in the roads causing problems.
But take a look at what was stopping traffic in Alabama. Yep, that's a kangaroo bouncing down an Alabama interstate, and it wasn't just causing a bunch of rubberneckers to slow down. Sheila, as she's named, actually caused 2 cars to crash. It survived the crash, but not the state trooper's tranquilizer. When it woke up, it was at Auburn University College of Veterinary Medicine receiving a clean bill of health. Sheila has been returned to her owner, who says he's glad she is home, safe and sound. Decided to make a break for it, I guess.
Seriously.
So you get to have kangaroos, I guess, in Alabama.
I know. That's where my dad went to a specialty veterinary school, and we didn't see any kangaroo.
No.
Oh.
Not on that road, at least.
Real interesting. All right, thank you so much for being with us here on 4 News Now at 6. We hope to see you tonight at 11 for Nightside.
Enjoy the sun.